Let's go!
I am not a king, I am not a god, I am Hunkbane!
What's good, YouTube? Did you know that Epitaph is not only for priming but actually can deal millions, billions and damage cap against level 9199 steel path enemies in Warframe? Did you? Because in today's video I will show you how to build it for that. But first, let me show you the power of this weapon. Let's go.
We both know it right away. I came here to party, don't want it to end. Getting real ecstatic. We both know it right away. When I see you dancing, I know you're a damn. It's some kind of magic. We both know it right away. I came here to party, don't want it to end. Getting real ecstatic. I feel this vibe goes from my heart right to my fingertips. My fingertips. Oh, I need you to tell me now how much you're into me. Oh, right away. I feel this vibe goes from my heart right to my fingertips. My fingertips. Oh, I need you to tell me now how much you're into me. Oh, right away.
Whoa, is that Epitaph, bro? That's really powerful. Give me the build right now. Now, always remember to hit a like to help with the algorithm. And as always, before we build our weapons or warframes in my community, we rely on DVS. D stands for how you be dealing damage, what elements you'll be using, and what's the faction you'll be fighting. V stands for how you proc 10 stacks of viral to make enemies vulnerable by 325% more damage to their HP. S stands for lowering enemies' armor to lower their damage reduction to deal higher damage. And as always, we don't use any riven, so you don't waste any of your platinum. And I use Revenant, so I don't boost the weapon in any way. No Eclipse, no Zata Whisper, no Roar, no Vex Fury, no Sarin, nothing. So you take this build with a weak Warframe, it works the same. You take it with a powerful Warframe, it performs even better, baby. The first thing you need to learn is the core of this build. Pistol equity, 350% weak point damage and 350% weak point critical chance. Multi-shot cannot be modified. Don't worry about multi-shot. Going all the way down, and this is where it gets interesting. Equipping this mod will set up multi-shot to its default, ignoring bonus, even negative effect, pistol riven, whatever. The weak point damage is multiplicative with bonus to headshot multiplier, such as secondary deadhead. And then the weak point damage additive with weak point multiplier on enemies. Forget about that. Scrolling all the way down. The multiplicative to other sources of critical chance on the following weapons. Now this is not a joke, baby. We're talking the real deal. Let's go. Now, as always, if you don't like my methods on how I'll be proccing Vara and armor stripping enemies, you can check this sheet right here. It can help you maneuver around my methods to find your own style. Now, the 2 Emerald Darkon shards are optional here to push the stacks of corrosive from 10 to 14 to armor strip enemies with your modded corrosive weapons. My Epitaph isn't corrosive, so Sedu can do that or any other weapons you want to go for, but they are not necessary. And this time, yes, you can go for full 2 paths if you want to, but then you have to prepare yourself with heat on your Epitaph like I did. So pretty much you have to copy the build. Now, nourish to proc viral on our attacks, and if enemies attack us, they get viral as well, and extra energy, etc. Now, the Revenant build, and you can apply this on any Warframe you want. Worthy Camaraderie, squad receives 75% weak point critical chance, Arcane Velocity for fire rate, Arcane Precision for 300% secondary weapon after you land a headshot. Velocity is what you want to replace if your Warframe want Energize, Molt Augmented, I don't care. Vigorous swap when you swap between your weapons. It's not necessary, but if you swap between your weapons, you get 165% damage for 3 seconds. The rest, it doesn't really matter. Alright, and of course, there is a lot of ways to armor strip. For example, my favorite with Epitaph will be Unairu or Sedo with the 2 Emerald Darkon shards. That's totally up to you. which one you want to go for. But it's okay. We're gonna keep you Nairo now. Now, Nautilus Prime. There we go. Cordon to pull the enemies, Duplex for the clones, Assault to attack, Vacuum to pull the loot, Manifold for more Cordon. Then you got Shield, Armor, Health. Then 60% fire rate from Reinforced Bond. Tenacious Bond for 120% critical damage if your sentient weapon 50% or higher critical chance. And for that, you can go Verglass Prime with the Riven, you can go Volclock, you can go the Prime Laser Rifle or Burst Laser Rifle, whatever. Any weapon that bypass 50% critical chance, good to go. But just Verglass because it's the best sentient weapon in the game. You need the Riven for it. It doesn't have to be the same Riven, just CC and you're good to go. Alright, now, we're pretty much ready and now it's time for the Epitaph build, the Sedo Prime build in the channel. You can go check it out. Now, unique trait. 20% headshot damage when wielded by Savagoth. So, if you wield this weapon with Savagoth, you deal even higher damage. Now, the arcane will be using secondary deadhead. On precision headshot kill, 120% damage for 24 seconds, stacks up to 360%. And 30% the headshot multiplier, which is multiplicative with the pistol equity and minus weapon recall. Alright. The Primate Expel Grunier, multiplicative damage against Grunier. You switch this one, depends on the faction you're fighting. Oricine, etc. Infested, Corpus, whatever. Magnetic Might, the new 1999 mod for magnetic and critical damage. To prime enemies even with magnetic if they have high overguard, but trust me, you don't need that. I'm mainly using it for critical damage and secondary for magnetic. Primed Target Kuraka for critical damage, Primed Heated Charge for heat, and heat we all know it scales endlessly. Ornate Strike for damage, Galvanized Shot for statue chance on kill, 40% direct damage per set type effect of the target for 14 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Pistol Equity, we already know that 350% weak point damage, headshot or other weak points. 350% weak point critical chance, multi-shot cannot be modified. And remember, Pistol Equity mainly for the head. And remember that Epitaph has a forced cold proc. So even if you're not good at headshot, it's okay. Hitting the Epitaph primary fire mode will proc cold and you can actually freeze the enemies or slow them down for you to land headshots. Also, you can use Magus Lockdown from Little Duck on Fortuna to get the arcane on your operator to lock down enemies. Creeping Bullseye for critical chance and minus 20% fire rate. And secondary, here we go for. For Exilus slot, really use whatever you want. Like a good projectile speed is really good, steady hand is good. I don't know, like go for whatever you really suppress is nice. Totally up to you, whatever you want. And now let's test this against level 225 heavy corrupted gunners. And I'm gonna go very slow here, guys. So you may learn a thing or two on how to actually test and build your weapons. First thing first, I will not use Nourish, I will not use anything. I will just go straight to the enemies. I will not even prime them. And I will charge my Epitaph. Boom. 1,900,000. Let's go. 3 million. 4,400,000. Go. Come on. Boom. 231 million, 4 million, 4 million, 4 million, and now this guy has 10 stacks of viral, will be high damage. Went 231 million because my companion is priming him for 118, 19. See how much important is the V and the viral? Boom. Okay, so 231 and the last guy, come on, 10 stacks and we missed the headshot. Whatever. So now what you're gonna do? We're going to activate Nourish and then we're gonna prime the enemies. Now priming enemies has a lot of effects. For example, the magnetic will deal higher damage against shields and the heat will scale forever. The cold will increase your critical damage and I'm gonna show you that in a second. But if they're frozen, you will deal even higher critical damage, which is even doubles. Alright, that's why they will be dying like crazy right now. 460. Let's go. Let's go. 179. 649. You can see the increase. 371. You can already see the increase 400 of the critical right there. You can see it. Why that's happening? Because Epitaph has a forced cold proc on it. Alright, don't worry about it because it doesn't show there. So here you go. Cold causes enemies to move and attack slower for each stack and will completely freeze for 3 seconds. This will help you a lot landing your headshots. Upon reaching 10 stacks, increase critical damage by 10% on the first stack and with the additional 5% per stack. This effect doubles when frozen. Really good stuff, right? Alright, so that's that. Now, let's talk about stripping. Now, stripping enemies armor, we don't care about armor, but what we care about is the damage reduction that comes with armor. If you look at our armor here, we have 135 armor. The reduced damage to health by 31%. So by reducing enemies armor, which we don't care about, we reduce their damage reduction. So let's activate our nourish. Here you go, for viral and our cold stacks and stuff like that. Armor stiffing them with Uniro, and boom, 100. Let's go, building up. 200, 45. Now these are without any stacks of viral. They are dying. I mean, they are not. I'm sorry guys, but the enemies are not that powerful to handle this kind of shots. Alright, let's go. To be fully primed and in their fully potential. There you go, 1,200,000,000. I barely got that by luck. See? If I go full in like prime and do what I want to them, they're pretty much dead before even I get ready. Okay, come on. Opa! 1,700,000,000. 700. You see, I'm trying to tell you here that we're doing this without any damage boosting, guys. Without any damage boosting. This is a full multiplicative build with critical chance 800. Nice. 1,700,000,000. Very good. 895. And it keeps scaling and scaling and scaling. And of course, we can do damage cap if you want to by just going here. And we're going to change this, for example, to the Archon build. And we will be using Precision Intensify for our Roar, fourth ability, and so on for Strength. And then Precision, we're good to go. Alright, let's go. We're going to be doing the same thing. All we have to do now is like prime these guys, like so. And then activating Roar. Numbers going in there. Activating Shadow. Boom, and we're sleeping those enemies. Now remember, Shadow is modded for corrosive. Oh, there you go. We got it, okay? It's negative even, right? We got it even negative, right? So remember that. Oh, that's how you scale your builds, and that's how you test step by step. And that's why I don't want to use Roar, because you maybe want to use something different or synergize with a different style. So that's why I stick to different stuff. But trust me, guys, building for like boosting is not so hard actually. You're right, it's really easy. And of course you can increase the power of this weapon with 2 Paz Archon shards. You're gonna go crazy. So what you need here is damage boosting and 2 Paz, and God bless those enemies. And now let's talk about rivens. If you have a riven with multiplicative damage against faction, you replace the primed expel hurricane. If you have a riven with heat, you replace primed heated charge. If you have a riven with CCCD damage negative zoom, Ornate strike is what you want to replace. Let me know in the comments below what is your riven so I can help you place it in here. Now, if you are a new player and you say, oh my god, these are primed mods, how I get them? No, don't worry, with Papa Hank will be fine. For example, every primed mod you see here, or galvanized mod, it has the normal equal version. Easy as that. So what you do is very simple. For example, the primed expel hurricane, you just type hurricane. There you go. There is the normal expel hurricane. Voila! Easy as that. Okay. Primed target cracker. There is target cracker right here. Boom. Et voila. Critical damage. Easy as that. Now, primed heated charge. There is the normal heated charge right here. And voila. Otherwise, you can go for the scorch. Boom. 60-60. Now, the galvanized shot, it has the normal version, which called the sure shot. There you go. Easy as that, okay? Now, Equity Enigmagnetic from 1999. You are, as a new player, have access to it. Ornate Strike, you'll be having a lot of it, like, trust me. And that's pretty much it. Creeping Bullseye, if you don't have it, it's okay. You can run the Pistol Gambit for now, okay? And you'll be fine. Otherwise, you can run the, the Primed Pistol Gambit instead, okay? So, but try to get the Creeping Bullseye. Now, secondary deadhead is easy. I mean, it's from Steel Path. It's not really complicated. I mean, it's not even so expensive on the market. I mean, until this video. Now, every mod and every arcane in the game, if you are really wanting to get it and you don't know how, of course you can get it with from other players with platinum, like 99% of the stuff, but you get confused where I farm this, where I farm that. You have 2 options. Either you write the name of the mod on wiki and wiki will tell you the location, or you just come to Codex, Universe, go to mods, Hover over any mode, it will show you. This one from Arbitration. This one is from Garrison. This one from Baroketeer. This one is from Arbitration. This one from Arbitration. This one Arbitration. Moving forward. This is from Arbitration. This is from Baroketeer. This one from Da, Kubro, Kuva Drag, Earth, Greven, this, whatever. Okay? And for the arcanes, the same thing. You click on the arcane, it shows you here all the location. Now this part was for the new players who will see this video and they say, oh, this mod is not for me and I can't have it, etc, etc. Now Epitaph Prime come from certain mods. For example, the Leaf W4 gives you Epitaph Barrel. The Axi 06 will give you the Epitaph Blueprint. Leaf W4 will give you the Epitaph Barrel. Mesu E6 will give you Epitaph Receiver. Neo E4 will give you Epitaph Receiver. Axi A19 will give you Epitaph Blueprint. Axi F3 will give you Epitaph Blueprint as well. Axi P8 will give you the Epitaph Barrel. I just wanted you to know where to get this stuff. And even if you're using the normal Epitaph, you'll be fine and good to go. As always, in my videos, I try to be as informative as possible for Thanos that trying to copy-paste or inspire or learn something new. The Epitaph Prime or Epitaph 10 out of 10. First of all, because it's the best priming weapon in the game, and now it's one of the best when it comes to single targeting, like damage dealing. Now, even if the E nerfs the pistol equity, multiplicative critical chance, it's alright. The weapon will be as good as is, and it will take down enemies at level cap with high damages as well. It will not be billions, but will be a bit less than that, but will be very good. Now, I want to say special thanks to anyone followed, liked, watched, joined my Discord, or followed me on Twitch or TikTok or X. Big love to you all. Special thanks to Hall of members. Special thanks to special VIPs. Special thanks to Undisputed Donator Free Hate and the Hall of Donations. Big love to you all and all my community. Thank you so much, guys, for all your amazing support, and I will see you guys next time.